Probably.
It's something. So I'll prefix this idea with I haven't done a whole lot of investment in it, but I think that's kind of the feel for this kind of meetup. Like it's ideas you're kind of kicking around, right? So have any of you guys seen a website called neighborgoods.com? So I hate to compare an idea to another existing idea, but there's already so many great ideas out there. So essentially what I want to do is take your neighborhood, people that are nearby, and leverage the knowledge that the people around you already have. So everybody is really, really good at something. And usually people that are really, really good at something, they like it a whole lot and they love to tell people about it. And they oftentimes love to teach people about it. I'm an engineer, I'm really good at programming. I would love, if anybody wanted to learn how to program, I would be happy to teach that. What I want to do is build a website that allows people to go on and basically list their skills and be able to tell everybody what you're really good at and say, I'd be willing to meet you and talk about this and teach you. And then have people be able to go onto the same website and say, I would really like to be able to learn about, like for example, I would love to learn to play an instrument. It would be great if I could go on there and maybe see a list of people in the area who already know how to play the instrument I want to learn and say, would you be willing to come and meet me and teach me this? So be able to connect people who have skills with the people who would like to learn those skills and be able to basically facilitate that meeting. So how would an idea like this make money? They could potentially charge for the class, I guess the teachings that they want to do. I'm not really sure how this would monetize exactly. I haven't really thought it that far out. But if you guys have any ideas or feedback, I'd really like to hear it. So that's the pitch, yeah.
Well, it sounds to me similar to like Craigslist.
Yeah. They do everything.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's different because you could like more interaction and more, I don't know, and it would be up there longer.
Yeah, I'd like to pick that niche of learning and just focus on doing that one little niche really, really well.
And so I think that the one thing is that people, their time is very valuable.
Yeah.
And that I almost think you would have to have people charge, and then maybe the one-off person that wants to volunteer to help somebody for free might, like if you're that great at programming and you want to spend how many hours to teach me who's never programmed in my life, like
I would do it. If you want to go to Starbucks and meet, I'll show you.
Cool. So your thing is kind of around quality then? If you're doing Craigslist is probably just anybody can post Craigslist, but if you focus on quality, it's like, whoa, that's a big advantage of a Craigslist.
Yeah, I would, the quality of the experience. I believe Craigslist does lots of things good enough. I think there's value in doing the same thing, but doing it really, really well, basically making it dead simple. Like if my mom, and Craigslist is kind of sketchy, right? So if you were to do this on Craigslist,
as they removed adult services, it's gotten better.
Right? So, but you could integrate like a kind of a social rating system in here. So like if you meet up with somebody and they're a complete creep, you could go and basically like rank them really low on the system, and everyone will know like this guy teaches violin, but he's like. Look at this review. He does some really creepy stuff. I'm not gonna this guy. So you can kind of rank and kind of like socially curate the creepiness out of the people.
for teaching kids, you could sync it with Megan's Law.
Yeah?
Yes.
I don't know much about that. We have a lawyer in the house, right? So maybe she can teach me about Megan's Law. I don't know what that is.
I mean, I don't know how you would sync it with Megan's Law. You could probably look up Megan's Law and sync it.
She charges for that kind of advice.
It tracks social predators.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a site up in Seattle, it's called Peach Street.
Yeah.
And they do this, except they do all the charging. So they dance lessons or woodshop lessons or Spanish lessons. I know the guy who runs it, so if it's interesting to you, then let me know.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, we should.
He's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
He charges $1,000 to have coffee with him, but
that's his business model.
He's better be nice.
He'll give it back if you take his advice.
Really?
He's very, very popular, and he's tired of people taking listening to his advice and not taking it.
Yeah.
And but he's more than happy to meet with you.
Cool.
Got $1,000 as well.
Yeah, no. I did find another site called Betterfly this afternoon that does something very similar, but they're not really niched on learning. They kind of cover a very broad space. I'm kind of passionate about learning. So I would want to focus in on specifically the learning space myself.
I actually really like this because I've been sort of trying to teach myself how to code for a long time, and I really don't know how, and it's painful trying to learn this, like watching videos and all this kind of thing. And anybody that's tried to learn this, like one of the hardest things is like getting your environment set up correctly, and I mean, it's just like I pulled my hair out over this stupid thing. And it's so frustrating because it's like, you know that like somebody out there just knows how to do things, could solve your problem in 2 seconds, but I don't know that person. So it's like, if this thing existed and it could solve that one problem, I would use it in 2 seconds. And pay for it, frankly.
Cool. You don't need it now.
This kind of
I will meet you at Starbucks to teach me how to program.
Right on.
Let's do it next weekend.
Awesome.
I think there's a lot of mentoring capability as well. Like this notion of maybe I don't need to learn something, but a lot of us need sales help or marketing help. So even like that, just a mentoring notion overall. Something.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. I was trying to think of words to associate with it. The word
mentor me.
Yeah, mentor me.
Mentor.me.
I think I strike a chord with what Ryan said. I think quality is a big issue, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere from a neighborhood, what you specialize at that point is the fact you know the neighborhood and the people who are there.
Mm-hmm.
So quality as in Mr. Smith is Mr. Smith and not somebody else becomes kind of relevant then. That part I really like, that Ryan's referring to the quality.
Yeah.
Also, you cannot miss out on game, right? There has to be some game mechanics involved.
Yeah.
So
You got to get a badge for this.
No, but game has a relevance. Game has a relevance in the sense that that it's the experience is sticky. So what kind of game mechanics I would not know.
I want to make sure that I understand the point you made before about the quality. You're saying that because they are local, like in your neighborhood, there's kind of an inherent quality there?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you authenticate the person who is in your neighborhood is actually sort of is expressing his right qualities, and is there a way to do that? If you can hone in on the quality, there is a lot of value to that.
Thumbtack.com does something where they quantify or they make sure people are good quality. I don't know how they do it, but I know they have some system they do to make sure that people are really who they say they are. But I have no idea how they do it.
There's like this whole social kind of curation of other people came up, I think, in the last one. We talked about it a bit. Airbnb allows people to come and sleep in your house. Like, there's
this couch is on Airbnb, just to throw that out. Yes.
And
how
people
much?
use the hell out of
It's
that.
actually $48. It's a great deal because of the neighborhood.
Do you leave or no?
Oh no, I'm here.
That's part of the selling point.
Yeah, exactly. I'm part of the product.
Should you have to check with your neighbor?
Because one of the pictures include you.
No, I'm not here.
He was on Craigslist.
I put my face on him like, hey, hang out with me.
That's like marketing.
But you don't want to sleep on that. You want to sleep.
So Kevin, I'm just throwing this idea out, and I have no idea how it's going to work, but there's a lot of older like men, like old men, who don't know really how to use computers at all.
Yeah.
But they have very, very great business knowledge that they have put through experience and everything, like just how business relations work and how business deals could get done. That like anybody with remotely internet access could help them out. But I have no idea how you get to them. But I think there's a gold mine there because my grandfather had called me every single day about something stupid that takes 2 seconds to fix. So there's like a gold mine there. I don't know how you get to the.
Are the old people the ones that know this stuff, or are they the ones trying to get?
No, they know nothing about computers, but they know business stuff. So it's like if you could help, like if they could help me out.
And they have contacts too.
And they have contacts, business experience, all that. But I know how to turn the computer on. I know how to make a Word document set up. I can they can print it. Like that doesn't take any rocket science to figure it out. But they have also like experience, connections, relationships built. They know how to like these things happen. They know how to like handle employees, meetings, blah blah blah.
So are you saying there's like an opportunity to mutually assist people?
But like between like the age groups, not even like maybe not even neighborhoods, but age groups.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know how you would actually get to them because that's a whole different issue. But it's not.
That's an interesting idea. Like that.
There's a virtual currency website for service providers called DibSpace that lets massage therapists trade divots with lawyers or accountants or whatnot for their other services. Exact same concept here, right? Except you're trading for knowledge, like your time to teach me something, right? It's a virtual currency.
Right. Okay.
This is how you monetize because now someone wants a service, they want to learn something. They pay you for this virtual currency. I pay $100 for 50 divots or whatever.
all of a sudden it doesn't feel like a
That
business
was-
transaction.
That was worth me
There's
staying
no
up
money
here
anymore.
to-
Nice
to-
job.
That's actually.
You can do that to get
So
started,
I
and then
know-
you can earn them. That's a good way to get started. You pay to get started, whatever, get the currencies, and then you pay them, and then they pay you.
Exactly.
Somehow
Yeah.
it's like the more you volunteer, the more you get paid, the more you can
Yeah.
use it to learn something else.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
the
And
mechanics in there too.
If you look at paperbackswap.com, they
Mhm.
have this concept set up where, like, if you mail a book to someone, you get a certain number of credits back, and
Yeah.
they can reinvest those credits to get different books from someone else. So it does work, and it's very successful.
Paperbackswap.com.
Yeah, paperbackswap.com.
Yeah. I should
yeah.
come up here with a notebook.
And they charge.
We got it on video. You're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
yeah, it's all on video.
Yeah, so don't curse. That is time.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.